The following is a pre-recorded conversation between two siblings and is filled with personal opinions and biases. It should not be taken seriously by anyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to a You Don't Make Friends with Giant Squids podcast. I'm Jaxxon.
And I'm Squid.
And yay, another episode! Woo, woo, woo.
Woohoo. Woohoo.
Let's get this party started. The train.
Get this party started.
Party train. Party train.
Party
Don't want to
train
hit
in
the
the
mic.
house.
Dance. Don't want to hit the mic. Dance. Okay, so what did we review this time around?
This time we watched The Wedding Planner.
You're like not so subtly staring
Right
at
there,
it.
Right, see this? Oh, goddamn. Right there, that's The Wedding Planner.
So guess who's on a J-Lo kick?
After watching Selena, I really wanted to see more J-Lo, and I think a good classic J-Lo
Is The
Wedding
Planner.
Planner.
And especially since I had seen it recently, I was just like, no, you really need to watch it. Just because it's not what you remember. It's what you remember, but it's not what you remember.
You know what's so
logically.
funny? I remember you telling me that before I started watching it. We're going to have words, babe.
Words?
We're going to have words.
Words.
Yeah, because like you were saying that they're all like pieces of shit, and I'm watching it and I'm like,
Everyone's a piece of shit in this movie.
Not everyone. JLo's not a piece of shit in the movie.
She is too.
Is not.
Is too.
Not even.
I hate her character.
I think Matthew McConaughey's
He's
character,
a super piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit.
Yes.
And his fiance is not a piece of shit.
No, she's made out to be the bad guy.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
not
she is. She's
even.
supposed to be the villain.
No, she's not even a villain. She's not even a villain.
They-
We're gonna have so many words, babe. So many words. Okay. Okay. So for those of you who haven't seen The Wedding Planner,
Which you should. You should just go out and see it. Just because, for one, just because J-Lo is so entertaining.
classic JLo.
And McConaughey before he was McConaughey.
Yeah, McConaughey before McConaughey and classic JLo.
Yeah, not quite doing his McConaughey thing. Not quite all right yet. Not quite there yet, but it's there. It's in there.
It's super close.
Yeah, and they have such great chemistry. That's what's so good about this movie is that they have such good chemistry.
Yeah, their chemistry is crazy.
Off the wall. And did you like my outfit?
I do like it.
Because it's very wedding planner colors. She mainly wears beige suits and light blue t-shirts.
I am also wedding plannered out right now with my business professional attire.
See, very business professional, and but then with a little twist with the purple hair.
And the
Purple nails.
it was
right?
kind of purple-ish nails, but they're like
Unicorn?
unicorn reflective.
Unicorn mermaid.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of my favorite colors.
Unicorn
mermaid.
It's the best. All right. So The Wedding Planner stars Jennifer Lopez, obviously, and Matthew McConaughey as the male lead. It opens basically with her being a little kid playing with her dollhouse, right? Like just full on establishing that she's going to be obsessed with weddings.
Oh, yeah, the patriarchy's strong in this movie.
Oh, so strong.
Super strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Capitalism is also on point with the Barbie and Ken dream house.
Yes. And it's got that very classic, like, 90s. Is it 90s or is it early 2000s? Where it's like, hey, say hey, yeah. It's just, like, soothing. I was like, I'm feeling real nostalgic.
It's got a very dated soundtrack. You know what, though? At the end, when the credits rolled, and it rolled J-Lo's Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Loved it.
Yeah, I started busting out in song, like, right then, and I'm like, Love Don't Was that made for the movie? Or was it, like, just a song that they attached to it?
You need to see, like, what did I put? I had a note here, literally, that just said, OG J-Lo, Love Don't Cost a Thing. Because it was amazing. I loved it when it ended and I heard OG J-Lo.
Yeah, you heard the little...
My love don't cost a thing. And that's all we can
When
say.
you rolled up in.
Because that's all we can say. We don't need to pay J-Lo nothing.
It was good, though, because, like, that was right in the feels.
Yeah.
That one hit right in the feels.
The only other one for me probably would have been Jenny from the Block had they done that one at the end.
True. Wait, there was also that one like Millennium song that she had. where it's like we're gonna party until like the new year, and it had like that weird ass music video. I can't remember the song though, but like the music video I remember.
Sounds on point though with her vibe.
Yeah, very on point with the JLo vibe. But so basically, we're following Jennifer Lopez, who
Her name is Mary,
Mary.
who loves to watch people or plan people's marriages.
Her name's Mary. I thought it was like Maria.
Mary. She's supposed to be Italian.
Oh, I know. Yeah, so
Her dad's like straight up like Mario Luigi type Italian.
But like, and so JLo plays a Mexican and she's Puerto Rican and
Selena,
and now she's playing Italian. So she's basically anything that's like not white.
Well, and even then, Italians are still white. Like I don't consider them ethnic.
They're like off white.
Yeah,
like just slightly off the spectrum.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I'm watching The Sopranos right now when they're talking about all the discrimination that Italians get and shit, and I was like, Italians still? It's just like Irish people being like the potatoes. It's like, really? Really? But it's like it's strange where to me they're all just white.
Yeah, they all are like just different shades of white.
Yeah, you're the pasta white, and then there's the
potato white,
and then there's the bread white.
Yeah.
And, white, corn chip white,
farmer white.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of different whites.
It's all white.
Yeah, it's still all white.
But JLo not.
Nah, Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Yeah.
She still looked Puerto Rican. She don't look like a Mary. So that's why you probably thought her name was Maria.
I did. I thought it was Maria for some of the scenes.
I thought it was funny though. Her name's Mary.
Because
she plans weddings. But it opens and as a kid, and then we see her now like in the hustle and bustle of like just kind of her walking through all of her like that company that she works at where there's disasters happening all at the same time.
Oh,
it's
and
like
she's just like solving them.
Yeah, military operation style. Mm-hmm. Like she like clothespins this chick's like one of the bridesmaids
like cleavage.
Yeah, just to enhance her boobs.
Because like I think it's because her thing was like falling up or something like that.
She was unhappy.
Yeah, she was unhappy, and JLo fixed it.
JLo fixed her boobs.
JLo straight up fixed her boobies,
which is great. Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah, so she's like powering through her life. She's even like leveraging a job because she's like, hey, I found this chick in the newspaper. They're obviously new money. They want to make a statement. I'm going to get her wedding deal because she's engaged. And then after I do, I'm going to leverage this and you're going to make me partner.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is great. I loved. And did you see that it's Mary from Hocus Pocus?
Yeah.
Boss?
It's pretty, yeah.
And I was like,
awesome.
That's nice. I like.
Right? Yeah, so she leverages this new account on getting this promotion. New money. Yeah. So basically, she meets up with the bride to be, and she takes her to one of the weddings that she's currently planning.
Which is weird, right?
No, because you need to see her work. That's the whole thing. So, like because they're not coming as guests; they're coming just to observe. So they're only gonna be there for like 10, 15 minutes.
I just thought it was strange because I imagine like being at my wedding or my friend's wedding, then random strangers show up to then look.
Yeah, but you're
at
also
the wedding.
you're thinking about like a normal person's wedding. These are people who've hired assistants. So
True.
they're going to see a lot of crew people.
Expensive type.
Yeah, so there's going to be not just waiters and waitresses like busting out hors d'oeuvres or appetizers. There's also going to be like a lot of like just random stage crew people. Like also then there's the guy that has the camera, the guy with the mic, and then because JLo even gives them a thing saying if tell the camera people that if they ruin any of the ambiance of the wedding, I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah,
like they have to stand back.
She even feeds the best man his speech.
Like she's showing them just how professional she is, and they're only gonna pop in for a little bit, and then they're leaving. That's why when her mom starts drinking the champagne, she's like, "Mom, we're not guests."
Yeah. Her parents are insane.
Her parents are legit. No, not insane. They are legit. They are living their best life.
There's what does he keep calling her? Her dad, like wedding lady, like
wedding lady, yeah, something like that. It's so funny.
It's insane.
Yeah, but she charms the shit out of them. Obviously gets the account, and then while she's like running off being JLo, she gets her shoe stuck in like a
grate.
Yeah, a grate, like a sewage grate. And it's not like there's any cars coming by, so she's just like sitting there trying to get her shoe out, and this dumpster so there's a guy in a taxi and he's eating ice cream, and then rather comically the top falls over and he's thinking, I'm gonna go pick up that ice cream after it's rolled around on the bottom of the floor of your car.
It's kind of, if it's a wet food,
you don't really want to eat
You don't go pick
that.
it up again.
No.
It's lost.
Right? So this dude bends over to grab the ice cream. When he does, he hits a dumpster, and then that shimmies the dumpster loose because they're in like San Francisco, known for its hilly neighborhood, and then the dumpster just comes rolling down, like straight beeline for J-Lo.
Although I feel like in San Francisco they should have dumpsters that don't roll like that, because of the fact that it's so hilly.
But without rolly dumpsters, how would J-Lo meet Matthew McConaughey?
That's true. How would he save her shoe?
Right? So she's like sitting there, and she's able to obviously take her foot out the shoe and get out the way. But for some reason, she needs that shoe.
Yeah. Oh, and because, the shoe will get hit by the dumpster.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the dumpster would have
rolled over
There is no reason.
I don't. It must have been expensive. You know that she makes a lot of money. Like, we skipped over all the parts where they're saying like, oh my God, the wedding planner. She must have such a romantic life, and she's like TV tray, dinner alone for one person, vacuuming her curtains.
Yeah, but I mean, after you get some J-Lo backstory, you understand why.
Because her job is her life?
No, not just that her job is her life, but also she's been burned.
And heartbroken.
Yeah, she's been completely heartbroken. She doesn't want anything to do with that. So every wedding she plans,
didn't they say it was 8 years?
No, it was 6 years.
That's still a long time.
It was 6 years because when she was leveraging the new thing for the position, she's like, I've been working here for 5 years, and before me, you didn't make any money. Yeah. And then later you hear like, hey, at least this guy opened you up again to love after like 6 years. So it means that basically it happened. There was 1 year where she probably like died of depression, and then there's then she became a wedding planner, and she threw herself into her work for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's struggling with her shoe to try and get it out the grate. Matthew McConaughey sees her,
and like power forward tackles her.
Yeah, to get her out the way from the dumpster
because again she had to save her shoe. Mm-hmm. But I didn't like how long he was laying on her. It bothered me.
Well, I mean, it's Jennifer Lopez.
I know.
I'd lay on her for a little bit. I'm saying.
That's true. I mean, she was really witty for someone having been, I don't even know if I'd be able to talk.
No, I think it was more like a shock and denial thing that they were going with because he grabs, because she sees the garbage can coming as she's trying to pull her shoe out. And I think she closes her eyes, is prepared to fully get hit by this thing. And then the next thing she knows, she's on the ground with this dude, like, holding her. And then he's just on top of her, and she doesn't really know what happens, and she's like, "You're kind of crushing my windpipe."
Yeah, I mean, but then she faints as soon as they stand up.
Because I think she realizes she almost got hit by the freaking. She almost died for her shoe.
For her shoe.
You saved my shoe.
Yeah. Still, I did not like how long his character was on top of her.
I mean, it's.
I know it's J-Lo, but still, I would not appreciate someone saving my life and then like staying on top of me.
Well, I also give J-Lo some leeway because I mean literally this is classic Florence Nightingale syndrome. She got saved by a doctor.
A doctor, and a handsome doctor.
Yeah, a very handsome doctor.
A Matthew McConaughey who wouldn't be a doctor.
And you know what, there was that scene where him and Massimo are doing like the fitness thing. The body that Matthew McConaughey has in this movie, there is no way
that he couldn't do pull-ups.
No, or at least not, or like the whole. Because I think that maybe they were trying to show the difference in age because Massimo's so young, he has all this energy, he can continue going, he's got this like strength.
Or that he just likes fitness in general.
Or that he just likes fitness, but literally seeing McConaughey in those like khaki pants and his butt, I'm like, he does not skip leg day. I'm like, no, there is no way that this kid is gonna crush somebody that fit.
And it's fun seeing Alex from
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, being all...
He's so young. Such a baby.
So cute.
So I just wanted to like smush his cheeks like, oh my God, you're so little. Why are you trying to get married? You don't need to be married.
Yeah, like what's wrong with you? Go off and have your fun with your fake Italian accent.
I know, like I couldn't tell.
She doesn't want me. She wants you.
I didn't even know what accent that was. I don't know why I thought he was French for a long time.
No, Italian.
I mean,
That
she's
was the thing,
Italian,
yeah.
and they were supposed to be from Italy, and that's
Right.
where like her mother's family's from, or
Yeah,
something. I don't
some
know,
bullshit.
but I honestly thought he was French.
Right. We're getting
Which makes no sense.
We're getting ahead because we haven't even introduced Massimo yet.
True, very true. Massimo comes up later. In the
He
movie.
does. He comes
but again, go watch the movie, and you'll
I would
understand.
say I would say at least make sure you watch when you see that this is the review we're doing this week.
Yeah,
Watch the movie.
we're bouncing around.
Yeah, there's no way we're gonna.
You're not gonna get a cohesive storyline.
Yeah, there's gonna be spoilers. It's gonna be everything. Make sure you see these movies. Plus, they're just great movies.
Yes.
You know?
You got time. COVID.
Right?
You got time.
You got time. Everybody's in quarantine. You got time.
It's on Netflix. Real easy.
Yeah, right. So basically, he saves her. She wakes up in a hospital with a bunch of kids around her, which would not happen. They would not let kids inside some random stranger's freaking room.
True, but also it's to play up the fact that not only is he a doctor, but he's a pediatrician.
Yeah, a child doctor.
He's the gold mine. He's like the pot of gold
Yeah.
for every Jewish mother. Like,
Yeah.
like Jesus.
Yeah.
Not only did he save you, but
Yeah, he's a doctor.
He loves
a
to
doctor.
take care of children.
I know.
Like you know he ready.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of really cute stuff. Her classic like best friend trope sees them and sets them up on like a date by inviting him out.
I love Judy Greer.
Oh, she's so funny.
There's this T-shirt that they have at this one site, and it's literally like make Judy Greer the lead.
I think she's always playing
the best friend,
That's
which
funny.
is true. She should be the lead. I love her.
Yeah.
She's too good. She's too good for this movie, honestly.
Yeah, but there's some cuts between scenes or like how they get characters in and out of scenes like by using her is so smart.
Yeah.
Like do you remember the like right after she goes on that date with the guy and she's kind of on cloud 9 and they have like that Greek wedding where they're like trashing all those dishes. So she's like yelling around trying to get them to stop doing it. So she's in the background literally just like zipping around and she comes in with all those plates and she's like, "What? You found somebody?" She drops them and then they all go like, "Opa!" Yeah, and then they literally pick her up and carry her out and that's how her character interacts in that scene. Like literally she comes in and then she comes out and I thought that was one of the most creative ways,
smooth.
right, to introduce and then remove the character without it being weird. Because any other movie, she would have just kind of been sitting there drinking or something because she's just the best friend, and then they would have had a conversation and that would have been it.
Yeah.
Like it was so great.
Yeah.
It's like there's all these little moments in this movie that are so creative.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, yeah, because they got to dance around the plot. They got to make you like everybody because everyone is shit. If people did this in real life, you would hate them.
Shit. No, that's the thing is that I think that this is really close to how people interact in real life.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be friends with none of these people.
But those are people. That's just people.
People suck.
Yeah, people suck, but that's just people. This is a movie made for people, and this is people. We're never gonna get through this movie.
I know.
We keep getting off on tangents. We haven't even gotten to Massimo yet.
Or the fact that we just kind of glossed over their date.
Oh, I know. Their date was pretty cool. It's like
cute,
a movie in the park.
Super romantic, like kind of a walk-up drive-in theater, but you walk up to it.
Right. Well, one of the things that they do is like this M&M thing where he like tosses out all the M&Ms but the brown ones.
That made me so mad.
Right, because apparently the brown ones have less artificial flavoring, and it's to make him quirky, right? But the only thing I'm seeing is them littering in a park with like literal chocolate. If people walk their dogs in that park,
Yeah.
pick that shit up, throw it away. Don't just toss it over your shoulder.
Also, you're wasting candy.
Yeah, you're wasting like straight up candy.
And also, you don't like color. But you don't like.
Yeah.
All that tells me he likes brown.
Yeah,
No one likes brown.
If you wanted chocolate, they have Hershey's chocolate bars. You don't need M&Ms.
Yeah. Don't buy the ones that have candy coating.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
So they have their date in the park. They have an almost kiss. It gets ruined by rain. Classic.
They have super good chemistry.
They do. But to be fair, Matthew McConaughey has some pretty good chemistry with his female leads.
True. Because he knows how to turn it on.
He does. I do attribute most of that to Matthew McConaughey, but it's also like classic J-Lo.
J-Lo's so good at it.
She's so good.
Like, I've always believed her in every single one.
Yeah.
Like, which we will probably get to all of them. And then they almost kiss.
Yeah. Well, they almost kiss, and then they get stopped by the classic movie trope, rain. which separates them. She goes with another couple to like a
Oh, she tells him first about her Scrabble tournament because, J-Lo loves to
no, it's more like
hang out with old people.
Yeah, it's because she knew the guy who was like running security for that event in the park.
Yeah, where he saved her tree.
Yeah.
And she plays Scrabble with old people.
Yeah, so she invites him to her Scrabble tournament. She goes, anyway, the next time she meets the male lead is when, shit goes down and you find out that he's actually the fiance of the big account she just landed.
Yes, because they meet at that, ballroom dancing
class. Yeah. Because she shows up with another couple and she's like, hey, I thought your guys' thing was on another day.
Yeah, and she's like, we had to switch it because, something
busy, something plot.
Yeah. Not important.
Not really that important.
And then she tells her that that he got hurt trying to save an old lady.
Right. He hurt his hand saving an old lady. So they have like this tension-filled like tango dance.
Which he says really mean, like, don't step on my foot. And she was like, and he's like, don't let it happen again. And she's like, don't tell me what to do. And I was like, is this flirting? This sounds mean. I mean, I know it's supposed to be flirting, but to me, it came off mean.
Well, I don't think
it would have hurt my feelings.
I don't think it's flirting. It's more like, I think that shows his like male privilege personally, because he just got caught with his pants down.
Oh, yeah.
So
super down.
So if she's going to come at him with attitude, he's going to come at her with attitude.
But he has nothing to stand on.
He has nothing to stand on, but that's not going to stop him from trying to make a stand.
That's very true, because she literally asked him, even at the end of the tango, she's like, why'd you almost kiss me?
Yeah, right.
Like, and he's like, well, because she initially asked him, like, oh, well, why did you come to see a movie with me? And he's like, I was free. I didn't have anything to do. Like, a movie sounds fun. And he starts talking about himself in the third person. Like, Steve wants to see movies. Steve likes movies. And I was like, third person's freaking me out.
No, I think that the psychology behind it is that his character legit just got caught by a girl that he was trying to impress, right? Mm-hmm. So he's trying...
And was attracted to.
Yeah, so he's trying to both keep the option open with her while also...
Dirtbag.
Yeah, but...
Fuckboy.
Yeah, but, like, to be fair, he's about to get married to somebody that he's been with for a long time. Like, cold feet is a thing. It happens all the time. There's a girl he actually had chemistry with. He's about to get married. He figures, let me at least see. Like, this is his chance, This is his one thing to see. Is this real with the girl that I'm with, or is this going to be something else?
It's horrible.
But he even mentions it to his buddy when they're off golfing. Like, yeah, I think that Fran is great, but I mean, what if what I think is great isn't really what's great, and there's something
like greater? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard that, and all that said was, I want to keep my options open, and that's a douchebag, dirtbag, horrible fucking fuckboy thing to do. That's something you shouldn't get married if you feel that way.
Oh, obviously you shouldn't get married if you feel that way, but he's not gonna let go a safe option.
I know.
Nobody would.
Awful.
But the thing is, nobody in the real world would let go of that option.
But you should, because that's how people get hurt.
No, but yeah, that's how people get hurt. But people get hurt every single day
because people suck.
People suck.
And then he's an awful person.
But he
doesn't deserve J-Lo.
He's not an awful person. He's an average person. That's what he is.
Yeah. If he was ugly.
Yeah, if he was ugly and if he wasn't, a pediatrician, he probably wouldn't be that way. But again, that's his privilege from being desirable. It's like, oh, look.
Another option.
An option.
I like this one more.
Right? Or he's not sure if he likes that one more. He knows that he's really attracted to her. She could be Puerto Rican,
but I don't know.
But that's just what I'm saying. So that's his psychology.
Awful. I'm so infuriated.
But that's the psychology in the moment. And J-Lo's character is just trying to get him to admit that he did something bad. Because the second he says something, she's got the high ground. But the first thing you learn is never admit fault.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you learn is never admit fault, and they'll never get you. So that's what he's doing. Yeah. Oh, what do you think? I can't go out to the movies now with somebody who I saved, that they can't be thankful and offer me.
The movie should have ended here.
Yeah, exactly.
It should have ended at this dance class.
That's what he was going at, was that it's like you're saying what he did in the moment technically wasn't anything bad. As long as he doesn't admit that he went there with feelings in his heart, he didn't do anything bad.
And somewhere else. Feelings somewhere else,
feelings
too.
in his heart and in his... in his woo. and it's hello. Then it's
All I hear
what's
is that.
up?
What is it, like a kazoo noise?
Yeah, right. That's the whole thing. So that's what the tango's about. She's like, you're gonna admit that what you did was bad, and he's like, what? Hanging out with somebody was bad. That's the whole thing. It's not flirting. It's her trying to get him to say that what he did was fucked up, but he's not gonna do that.
Yeah, which is again, the movie should have ended there. That scene should have been the last scene, and then Fran breaks up with him, and then he's alone and sad.
Yeah,
forever.
but then now look at this from JLo's perspective. Yeah, she knows that men are shit. Obviously, she knows that men are shit from her backstory.
She's known in general. I mean, she was like at work. She's making bets depending on what
Oh yeah,
song
she's super jaded.
that they pick. It's gonna last 3. She wins the pools all the time. They're like, how do you always know how long the marriage is gonna last? And she's like, they picked this song, or like they had teal for the bridesmaids colors. She's like, that's just tacky and awful. And then you can't have Olivia Newton-John as your song.
I think when you again break down the psychology of it, Olivia Newton-John's "I Honestly Love You" is a super basic bitch ass song.
True.
And yes,
but most people are basic ass
bitches. I'm saying that most people are, but JLo probably handles the creme de la creme of society that gets married, especially with the budget of some of these weddings. She even says at the end, her friend gets to keep the commission, and she's like, that's more than I make in a year.
In a year. Yeah.
That's a lot of money just on a commission. Yeah. She's dealing with a certain level of people, so choosing a basic bitch ass song at that level.
Yeah, it just kind of shows how damaged JLo is in general.
Oh yeah, she's so damaged. I mean, that's why in her head, all men are shit.
Yeah.
She should have seen this coming.
Yes.
Of course, he's another shit.
Yeah.
And she's not gonna let the fact that this guy's gonna step out ruin her chance at a promotion. She's gonna keep that couple together.
True.
Because she needs them to be together for her job.
For her job, which is where I then start to dislike Mary.
Really?
Yes, because even though I love her hustle, it's great, but then I also feel like I wouldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to look that lady in the face every single day and plan her wedding with her.
It's okay. Look, JLo is so jaded that she believes that she can just shut that feeling off. It's yeah, I felt a spark with this guy, but you know what? There's not going to be a spark anymore because he's obviously taken.
True. No, I mean, that part I understand.
He's obviously taken.
He is taken, and honestly, you can shut that down.
Yeah, and she is a strong, independent woman, and she's a professional, damn it! She's yelling at her, she can handle this. She said that she was going to drop the account, and then her best friend, who knows what it means to her to get partner, convinces her to stay. So JLo would have jumped ship almost immediately. Yeah. But her friend tells her, hey, this promotion is bigger than some asshole who took you out on a date but didn't even kiss you. Come on. You're really going to say no to partner?
That's
for
true.
That?
It just sucks because of the fact, because they're so jaded in their own, you would hope for higher standards of morality from the wedding planner. Just you'd hope that someone who plans weddings loves
morality.
Yes.
Oh my God. Do you even know people?
That's what I'm saying. People suck.
The people that have those high standards are like Ned Stark, and you saw what happened to him in Game of Thrones.
Watch out.
Watch out.
We hear from off camera.
There's the fact that JLo, I mean, I totally understand her character in that moment because she's not going to turn down that job. That's so much money.
Given her backstory, though, I feel like she wouldn't have been able to do it.
I think given her backstory, gave her
an excuse?
No, gave her the armor to make her think, I've been through this. I know what it's like when a dude leaves you. I'm not going to do that to another girl. I can handle this.
But except for the fact that what's happening is legit exactly what happened to her. And not only that, she's facilitating it by letting Fran continue with her wedding. Fran should break up with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, but Fran is also the whale that she landed for her thing. She needs them to get married. At the end of the day, if there's no marriage, there's no partner. They are going to get married.
She can find another rich asshole to get together. People who
she's leveraging this particular asshole for the job.
I know.
That's literally the scene she has with her boss.
It's just so frustrating.
But that's the reason. She's like, I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm a professional, god damn it. I can lock these feelings away. I felt what it's like to be cheated on. I will never cheat on another. I would never put another girl through what I went through because I know exactly what that feels like. All of these things give her the armor to head in there and be able to do the wedding.
Except that it's already happened. She already did it because she already knows that the guy's an asshole and was willing to cheat on her.
Yeah, but at this point, she's not their mom. She's not their therapist.
That's true.
She doesn't really owe them anything, does she?
Yeah, but she doesn't need to talk her into it when Fran gets cold feet.
Okay, that's a totally different mentality way later in the movie,
True.
and we'll get to that. Mm-hmm. But there's a reason for it. You got to think about the psychology of these characters. You're just looking at it from your point of view.
I'm so mad.
And you're
everyone here sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, they're flawed individuals, which makes for great romantic comedies.
Okay, we keep talking about her backstory, but eventually we see.
Right, so the bulk of this movie is J-Lo having to plan after she makes the decision that she's going to just go ahead and be the wedding planner for this movie. She the actual girlfriend, the fiance, dips. Like she just heads out because she's got like work stuff to do.
She's got to I don't know. She has emergency sausage business or something.
Yeah, and the wedding's going to happen in like a month. So they absolutely can't lose any ground at this point if they want to continue forward. So they have Matthew McConaughey stay back and hang out with J-Lo on all these like fake dates, like fake wedding date, not a date things. They're like looking at flowers and shit. And they come up across, or Mary starts freaking out because she sees people she recognizes. So Matthew McConaughey, being Matthew McConaughey, is like, so how do you all know each other, you know? And she's like, oh, can I tell it? It's such a good story.
Well, J-Lo actually hides underneath shit.
Oh yeah, she does classic J-Lo panic.
Yeah, so she's crawling on the ground in her suit, in her I think that's where the scene where she's wearing her beige or pastel or baby blue suit, just on the ground. Mm-hmm. That's how embarrassed she is. She does not want these people to see her.
Now, so when she does, her whole backstory is that she was engaged to because it's a guy and a girl, and the girl's pregnant. They
look like Mr. and Mrs. Ken.
Yeah, they look like
Barbie doll.
Perfect capitalism couple, right? Yeah. And basically she says that she was engaged to him. She was his high school girlfriend.
She planned her baby shower, or bridal shower. I was like, baby shower.
Yeah, she planned her bridal shower, and then she caught them making out in the back of her car.
Yes.
So that's basically all we get for her backstory. But then you realize that through context clues, that it had happened 6 years previous, and she hasn't really opened herself up since.
No, that he basically, and the fact that they're together still,
and she's pregnant.
She was pregnant.
They're obviously happy.
Cut to J-Lo being drunk.
Yeah, literally J-Lo gets drunk and harasses Nancy Pong.
Her neighbor, because she's like, Nancy Pong, you don't know me. I never come home. I'm always working. Her neighbors don't know her. It's okay, girl. We don't know our neighbors.
Right? None of us know our neighbors. Mm-hmm. And then, so while all this is happening, J-Lo's father's trying to hook her up. With a guy. And this is our second male lead.
Massimo.
Our
Alex Karev from
Grey's Anatomy. But when he's a super baby.
Yes. And French.
French Italian.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Well, I mean, that's what he is. And so she finds out that because right when she finds out McConaughey lied to her and all that stuff, her dad drops another bomb on her being like, I want you to be happy because your mom and I had an arranged marriage. And she thought that her parents were the pinnacle of what a good relationship was because they were so in love. So that's what she was looking for.
Although he does give her this really long roundabout way of saying we didn't like each other. But then she took care of me one day when I got real sick, and then I appreciated her for that, and that appreciation turned to and that turned to and turned to like, and then eventually we loved each other. It was yeah. I heard his speech, and I was like, sure.
Nah, I think because what he was trying to say is
leave your daughter alone.
I think what he was trying to say was that love isn't. It's the whole thing. Love isn't some grand idea. Love is just love. You can basically love anybody, at any point.
Only if that person is open to it, and there needs to be a mutual
respect foundation.
For that.
Yeah, but apparently the only thing he needed to respect her was to see her take care of him and her like actually take her role as his wife seriously.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, she might not have been the girl that he initially fell in love with, but she will be there for him when he's at his sickest. And that
Which
was
is really sweet.
It's super sweet, and that shows her character. And honestly, having a good character wins out most of the time. Who even knows if he would have still stayed with the chick that he was initially in love with, you know?
Very true.
And love isn't, that's what, like, her mom, or, like, that's what you keep hearing her mom would say, because she's got, like, a mom complex, and she's, like, dead and everything. Because, you know, they always have to have some kind of tragedy behind
Because she's
them.
been Disney princessed, pretty much. Where you lose, they never get a female role model or a mother figure, always dead, and dad is the one that's taking care of the daughter.
That's why she needs help when it comes to finding love, because she had no woman to lead her.
Yeah, she doesn't have womanly wiles or ways. Like, she doesn't understand any of that.
She just doesn't. She'll never understand it ever. Right. And it's time for me, Likey, you likey.
Yeah, Squee, what do you likey?
Why do you always do this to me? You know, it's like I bring it up and you're supposed to be like, yeah, I mean, likey, like, I'm like, so Jack, what do you likey? Yeah, but nah, it's like you're waiting.
I am
for
waiting.
It to come up so you can just and just
I'm glad you caught that. That's exactly what I wanted to give off.
Yeah, so, you know, why don't you just tell us what you like, Jack? Why don't you just go ahead and go do that?
I'm waiting. Asked you first.
It's not how it works. Everybody knows that you go first for me, likey, you likey.
Fine. Well, I likey my detox bomb that I've been...
Detox bomb?
that I've been...
Is that like a lipstick?
No. It is a cleanser that you take in the morning to start your metabolism quick.
Okay.
And it's lemon juice, it's cayenne pepper, and it is apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar.
See, so that's pretty much a lot of people use that. In general, it's pretty much equated a lot with weight loss type things. But it's all pretty good for you. And makes you hungry pretty fast.
Oh, okay.
Makes stuff shoot through you. I also just think it's fun because my boyfriend really hates the smell of it. Like, he has a gag reflex smelling the apple cider vinegar. Yeah. So he can't even have it. Like, I gave it to him, I think, twice, and he cannot handle it. So it's just me.
Oh.
But it's okay.
That's good.
What do you likey?
What do I likey? Okay. So, as most of you know, I work at a giant retail store.
That shall remain nameless.
Shall remain nameless. And I recently bought some blankies from them, and they're super soft. Honestly, it's like the best blankies ever.
Everyone loves a soft blankie.
Oh yeah, like
so
super
comforting.
Soft. So comforting, so nice, and it's thin, so like I get hot really fast. So it's like, it's just perfect. It's chef's kiss, so good. So good, chef's kiss. I love it, and I got one for my mama too, and she loves it, right? She loves it.
Your blanket is that red one, right?
No, hers is the red one. Mine's the gray one.
It legit looks the exact same as the wrapping paper.
The Christmas wrapping
yeah.
paper?
Like, I've wrapped a couple presents now, and I was like, this is the same pattern. It's real weird. Same pattern.
Hey, they're super comfy. And it's been, like, super cold lately, so, you know, ween.
Noise.
Thank you for listening to another You Don't Make Friends with Giant Squids podcast. I'm Squid.
I'm Jaxxon.
And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Squid. Congratulations on reaching the end of the video. I just wanted to thank our patrons for supporting us this month. If you want to become a patron, or if you want to find out more information about future updates or past projects, please follow the links below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later!